Auzubillahiminash-shaytanir-rajim. Bismillahir-rahmanir-rahim. Dear students, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Today, on 21 of June 2020, I am going to share you a poem which is known as, the topic of the poem is vocation. Vocation, in other words, we can say it is freedom. Freedom of a child from school to his home. A student or a child, when he waits for school, then a gang bell sings and he goes to school from his home. The poem explains us by the writer, whose name is Rabindranath Tagore, that when the gang sounds heard the students, then they rush towards the institution, then they rush towards the schools where they receiving or where they receives their knowledge. A student says that when gong sounds I hear, then I start to walk to school. Every day I meet different kinds of people which have different professions. I meet sometimes the hawker crying, who cries, who says, Bangals, Bangals, Bangals. But there is nothing hurry in his profession or in his work. He goes to other places in every time. On the other side, the poet explains us that a student or a child, he has a proper time. He stays in the school at proper time, but the other people who working other places or who have many kinds of professions, they are free. They are not bound. There is nothing to hurry him. And there is no road he must take, no place he must go to, no time when he must come home. When a bangle seller wants us to go anywhere, he can go. He has no proper time. But a child has a proper time when he goes to school from his house. I wish I were a hawker, spending my day in the road crying Bengals, Bengals. The student himself says, want us to become a hawker, and then he starts crying the Bengals, Bengals, Bengals. When at 4 in the afternoon the student said that I come back from school, I can see through the gate of that house the gardener digging the ground. When I reach to my home, then there I see a gardener who digging the ground, which ground is in front of my house or of my home. He does what he likes with his spade. He do that work which work he wants by his spade. He soils his clothes with dust. Nobody takes him to task if he gets baked in the sun or gets wet. No one investigate the gardener. No one ask the gardener that why you have dust on your clothes. But a student or a child is bound. He should have clean clothes, and he should have himself clean. The teachers asked the student or the students about their cleanness. So the meaning of this poem is that a student is bound in his school, but the other people are not bound. They are free in doing their works. So this was the poem about a student, which poem is written by a great leader or a poet whose name is Rabindranath Tagore. I hope that you would have understand the poem, and tomorrow I will teach you about more this poem, and I hope that you would give keen attention towards this lesson.